everyone, Adam Schefter, Matt Mayoko, Peter King, Chris Sims, everyone who would know thinks the 49ers are taking Mac Jones. And I respect them because they would know better than anyone else. The way I look at it is Kyle might love Mac Jones. Kyle might want to talk himself into drafting Mac Jones. He might say he wants to draft Mac Jones. He might want to draft Mac Jones. He can't freaking draft Mac Jones. Let's list the reasons that Kyle Shanahan can't take Mac Jones even if he wanted to. How about that? Okay, let's start with the fact that one-year starter, not experienced, not an athlete, doesn't have a strong arm. The only thing he has going for him is intangibles, anticipation, accuracy, decision-making. Those three things. So basically, he's Jimmy Garoppolo, a better decision-making Jimmy Garoppolo. That is not exciting. That is not what any fan wants. If Kyle Shanahan trades up to take Mac Jones, unless Mac Jones proves everyone wrong, Kyle Shanahan will be a laughingstock. Around the league, around the Bay, no one will be happy with him. It'll be the least popular pick in franchise history. It'll be the least popular pick around the league. All the league insiders will give the Niners Fs for the pick. It'll be very, very tough to sell from a PR standpoint. It's just opening yourself up to a ton of criticism. Like, I don't think even Kyle Shanahan is that brazenly arrogant to take a player that no one wants. Not the fans, maybe not even the players. I mean, you think these players don't watch college football? You don't think they have opinions about Justin Fields and Mac Jones and Trey Lance? I think they do. And if you take a guy like Mac Jones, I'm not saying you lose the locker room, but people are going to be really skeptical, from Jed to John to the fans to the players to the rest of the league. They're going to look at Kyle differently. And maybe he would have done this 3-4 years ago, but the guy's coming off 3 losing seasons in 4 years. He needs to get this right. And drafting Mac Jones just puts a huge target on his back. And then there's one more thing. Let's be clear. How good is Mac Jones really? I like his anticipation. I like his decision-making, but I also like the anticipation and decision-making of Nick Mullins. I always felt he processed really well. And where Nick Mullins gets in trouble is he doesn't have the physical gifts to overcome bad situations. When the offensive line isn't blocking well, when weapons are out, he needs to step up, and he doesn't have that kind of athleticism. How much more athletic, how much better than Nick Mullins is Mac Jones? He's probably better, probably. But let's look at it this way. Nick Mullins isn't even on the 49ers anymore. Josh Rosen's their backup quarterback. How much better than Josh Rosen is Mac Jones? If Josh Rosen were in this draft and Sam Darnold were in this draft, would those two guys go ahead of Mac Jones? I think they would. I mean, Josh Rosen has more experience than Mac Jones. Josh Rosen was a 3-year starter at UCLA. Mac Jones was a 1-year starter at Alabama. Josh Rosen has a cannon. Mac Jones has an arm you would describe as not exactly overpowering if you were being diplomatic. If you're being mean, you'd say it's weak. He's got nothing on his throws. And how many quarterbacks that have nothing on their throws really succeed in the NFL? How can you say that Mac Jones is definitely better than Josh Rosen or Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold, just his value right now is a second-round pick next year. And I think around the league, most teams would rather have Sam Darnold than Mac Jones. Am I wrong here? Most teams would rather have Sam Darnold than Mac Jones. Now, people have given up on Josh Rosen. I like Josh Rosen. I put Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen in the same boat of, young guys who have had bad things go their way, and you can't write them off just yet. Well, Josh Rosen he just turned 24. Mac Jones is 22 and a half. Mac Jones is a year and a half younger than Josh Rosen. He's smaller than Josh Rosen. He has a weaker arm than Josh Rosen. What he had was a better team than Josh Rosen. He went to Alabama and played with a bunch of first-round picks on the offensive line, in the backfield, and out wide. Whereas Josh Rosen went to my alma mater, which is a basketball school, and he played with a bunch of players that I don't even remember, and I follow that team. If Mac Jones had gone to UCLA, would he be considered a first-round pick? No. Would you even know who he is? No. Would his name even be Mac? No, it would be McCorkle Jones, the mediocre UCLA quarterback that no one likes. But he went to Alabama and he's got this cool little nickname like he's Mac Dre or something. No, he's not Mac Dre. He's not Mac Drizzy, all damn Dizzy. He's just not. He's McCorkle Jones, and he's not as good as Josh Rosen. And if the 49ers, if Kyle Shanahan traded not one, not two, not just 3 first-round picks, but a third, just a third at the end for McCorkle Jones, hey, you deserve everything that comes your way after that, man. Everyone told you not to do it. Everyone in the world said, you don't want to do this, man. So, hey, we respect you. We see some nice things with McCorkle, but you don't want to do this. It is career suicide. We're telling you don't do it. I don't think he can do it. I don't even think he's that arrogant. I think he understands, you know what? I can't justify McCorkle to anyone. And I can't even guarantee that he's better than Josh Rosen. Can't guarantee it. I would bank on Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen has the cannon that you need for a pocket passer. McCorkle just has a really cool name. Okay, so that's why I don't think it's going to be Mac Jones. I understand that maybe that's being whispered and all the people who are plugged in are hearing the same thing. I just don't believe that the Niners have the guts to do it. I mean, come on. It would be the worst move of all time. It would be worse than Solomon Thomas. The Niners traded down for Solomon Thomas. Trading up for Nick Mullins 2.0. Come on, man. I like Nick Mullins, but I wouldn't trade 3 first-round picks for him. Come on. You already have Josh Rosen on the team. You got to get someone with a little bit more athleticism. Otherwise, you can't justify bringing in a quarterback. You already have Josh Rosen, who's 24. All right? That's why they can't take Mac Jones.